Hey, this will be a video chart on LBSR. Got a lot of requests for this one today, and want to get it updated since it did make a pretty significant move. Unfortunately, without kind of beating around the bush, the significant move was actually in the bearish direction. So with that, it does need to be updated and get a few things mapped out in terms of where the next support is. The main question that I got, and the most common, was now that it's essentially separated itself from this purple line here, which is the 50-day simple moving average, where is the next area of support? Where does it look like the price is going to be headed? So that will be the main focus, and then I'll also kind of talk about kind of if the chart's going to bounce, what sorts of levels we want to see the price get above. Then to kind of pile it on, you look at today's volume. Pretty big, so this is not really what you want to see when prices are separating from support levels. So, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but people want to know what's going on. So, rather than sugarcoat it, might as well just be straightforward. So the first thing to kind of note is, yes, we did break through this 50-day simple moving average, which was the key support, and right now it's looking like the next area of support is going to the next area of support is going to be this area previous highs here that were put into place back here in July when it made its first initial move. You can see that it had a lot of history right around the 3-cent mark. So 3 cents looks like where it's probably headed, unless there can be some sort of significant news or something like that. And it is going to be a very key area of support, so I'll make that extra thick line to represent this being a very important level. Yes, it is still quite a ways down, but if you look at the chart, you can see that when it was making this huge move up, it created some pretty big gaps in support-wise. And actually, looking back here, there's another support that I missed, and that's just right here, and it has held up so far. This support is coming from just simply the lows after this move up here. It made the move, then during this consolidation period here, the lows put in right here, which are right around the 0.048, 0.049 level, is going to be another area of support. So I'll change that to green. I'll leave that a skinnier line because yes, it is a support, but the key one really needs to be this level down here. If this can't hold, then it's more than likely going to all the way drop down to the 200-day, which is this orange line. And if that one can't hold, then things are really going to be looking rough. But hopefully, what we want to see now for the people that are in this and have been in it for a while, we want to see volume drop off. That's priority number one. We have to see volume start to dry up. If volume stays heavy like this, and the candles continue to go down, the price continues to be red, then that's just not a sign, because that's going to show that panic is growing, selling is growing, and unless you're a short, obviously that's not what you want to see. So, like I said, the first priority is not even the price, in my opinion. The first priority is just we want to see volume go down. If volume starts to decrease, then more than likely that's going to indicate that the price should start to go sideways. If it does drift down a little bit more on lower volume, then it shouldn't take much volume to get it to make up those losses. But something like this, when it was a down day on big heavy volume, that would probably take a pretty significant amount of volume to push through this area. But if it were lower on a pullback, then any sort of big green volume should make up that ground relatively easy. So volume is what you want to see drop off. Now, if all of a sudden you get a big green candle, then that's where it changes. You want to see volume as big as possible. But if the price goes sideways or down, you want volume to be as small as possible. One of these days would look absolutely beautiful on something like that. It probably won't be that drastic, but the point being, the smaller volume, the better on any sort of sideways or downwards action. In terms of resistances, really, it's just as simply getting back above this 50-day simple moving average. Right now, that's valued at 0.069. If it can get back above there, that's going to show that the bulls have, tried to regain some of the edge. Right now, the bears are, pretty much taking over. We do still have an increasing 200-day, so the bulls still do have some hope, but they're going to need to start to step up to the plate here and make some changes, or else, this downwards drift is going to continue. But for now, hopefully this 0.049 level can hold. If not, then it's looking like it'll come down here and visit the 3-cent area. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was LBSR. Thanks for listening.